Karahala, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Tawada, Abba, Korah Kadash. I give the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that have taught this truth, which I believe through the Spirit is 100% truth. Doing the lesson today, it's out of the book of Job. And sometimes when I lay in bed, I kind of let the Bible app play, and I kind of listen to the Bible while I'm laying in bed. Cause sometimes, you have a hard time sleeping sometimes. Instead of just watching, a bunch of bullshit on, these other apps, I listen to the Bible app, and kind of helps you relax. Because really, to me, these scriptures, man, are so comforting. It's very comforting listening to these scriptures, and it helps kind of put my mind at ease and help me to go to sleep. And I want to keep that, go too far off course, but like I said, I was in the book of Job, and I was listening, and Job, we all kind of, Job is like a testimonial, we all kind of go through these things that Job was going through. We didn't go through as bad as Job did, but we go through our trials, that things that we have to deal with, our infirmities and all type of ailments and things that we're dealing with. Now, me, I have some issues with my back, so it's kind of beneficial if I do my lesson in the car. It kind of gives me the support, and it's easy for me to have my back support, while I'm doing this lesson. Well, anyhow, in the book of Job, we understand in the book of Job that that Yahweh and Satan, spiritual demon Satan, they had a conversation. Satan, if you don't know, he works for Yahweh Shai. And to back that up, when you go in the book of Job, he had to go to the Most High Power and ask for permission in order to be able to even deal with Job on that level. And Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, so he said, yeah, you can. I'll allow you to do that, because Satan was trying to prove a point that even Job would crack under pressure, that he would even curse you out, if you put a lot of pressure on him. So Job, going to what he went through, if you haven't read the book of Job, you have to go through Job, you see all the things they was going through. He took away all, because Job was a wealthy man, he took away all his wealth. He took away his family. Then he started afflicting Job with all type of infirmities with his body, and boils and all type of things is bothering Job, And Job, by this time when he get to the end, he done lost his family, he done lost his wealth, and his wife then pretty much trying to get him to go against his power, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and even his friends, and his friends, like, you had to say something, in order for Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai to put all this on you. But no, Job, he did hell out. He never once spoke out against the Lord, but Job did have a lot of murmuring going on near the end. He was crying out to the Lord, why me, and when we go through our different things of affliction that we're going through, whether it be physical, mental, or spiritual, we oftentimes, we kind of get in that why me attitude, spirit on us, why is this happening to us, and you get down on yourself, and you do your best to try to ride it out. Excuse me, eyes and everything gets you, man. So we in hell right now, the things that we're going through, body having issues, and but so these things that Job was going through, but he's complaining to to Yahweh, man, and he's asking, why am I going through these, and why am I going through these different type of afflictions and stuff that I'm going through? Kind of pretty much crying out, not realizing that the Lord is putting him through a test for a specific reason. That's going to be his testimonial. That's going to go down in scriptures, man, that we're going to be able to use in latter times. I'm going to jump to Job chapter 40, verse 7. And this is Yahweh talking to Job, Gird up thy loins now like a man. I will demand of thee and declare unto thee. And you talking about gird up your loins, man. It's like pretty much telling Job to pull up your pants, man. Put on your big boy pants to be a man about this thing. Reason I put you through this test, pretty much you tell him, because I know you can handle it. I know you, You know all of us. You know what we can handle. You know whatever ailments or different conditions or things that we're going through, whether it might be a divorce or losing a loved one or losing your kids or losing a job or, he understands what we're able to go through, man. Whether it be financial or physical or spiritual, he understands what we go through. If we are the elect, man, he know what we're capable of, but we're like the gold, man. When I think it was over in Africa, I forget the name of the place over there, East Africa, where they found all this gold, but they found all this tons of gold, man. And once they found this gold, it's got to go through a refining process. It has to be broken down in order to bring the value out of it. And that's the same way with us, man. If we are the elect, we've been dug up out the mire and the filth that we've been in, man. And we got to be purified. We got to be clean, man, because you have to understand, from the day we've been born here in this wicked society, man, in this plantation, we've been indoctrinated with all type of filth, man, and shit that's been put on us, man, from baby on, even the stuff that they injected into us, So all this, the afflictions and things that we're going through is part of a refining process. We have to get all the impurities out. And that's part of our test, man. It's like that gold they found over in Africa. It has to go through that refining process before they can turn it into something where it's going to be of value. To get the most out of it. And that's how Yahushua is doing us. And same way he went through with Job, Chapter 40, verse 7. Gird up thy loins like a man. I will demand of thee and declare unto me. So I'm going to jump back up. Chapter 40, verse 1. Moreover, the Lord answered Job and said, shall he that contendeth with the Almighty instruct him? He that reproveth God. Turn the call real quick. Like I said, we all go through something, man. There's always something we're going to be going through. As part of our test, man, so we just have to bear with it and continue to pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because he's going to get us through whatever we're going through, man, if we are the elect. So it's just all part of that test. Then Job answered and said, man, call me, fuck. It's all good though, man, it's all good. It's not the end of the world, man. Then Job answered the Lord and said, behold, I am vile. What shall I answer thee? I will lay my hand upon my mouth. Once have I spoken, but I will not answer, yea. I will not answer, yea, twice, but I will proceed no further. Then answered the Lord unto Job out of the whirlwind and said, gird up thy loins like, and he's talking about out of a whirlwind, man, out of those so-called, what we call them UFOs or UFOs here. Gird up thy loins now, like a man I will demand of thee, and declare unto me. Wilt thou also disannul my judgment? Wilt thou condemn me, that thou mayest be righteous? So he's asking Job, well, who are you to question me about the things that I've done, or why I do these things? So you question me about my judgments. Hast thou an arm like Yahweh, God? Or canst thou thunder with a voice like him? I wanted to hit that part right there, but let me jump on. When I do these lessons, man, I try to stick mostly with reading the scriptures, man. I just try to add my part so we can break it down and relate to it and use it for edification. Job chapter 42, verse 1. I'm going to read on down. Then Job answered the Lord and said, I know that thou canst do everything, that no thought can be hidden from thee. Who is he that hideth counsel without knowledge? Therefore have I uttered, and I understood not, things too wonderful for me, which I knew not. Here I beseech thee, and I will speak, I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. I have heard of thee by the hearings of the ear, but now my eye seeth thee. So Job, he's always heard about, and the same way with us, we always heard about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua from reading these scriptures and all that. But now Job see it for himself, with his eyes. It's not about hearing, now he see. So he really has true understanding. I didn't mean to jump that far though. Shalaki on that. I wanted to say that part. Job chapter 40. Job chapter 38, verse 1. And then the Lord, it's in all caps, we're talking about Yahweh, answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this that darkeneth the counsel by the words without knowledge? Gird up thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. So who are you to question me with all the things that I've done? All I have done to even get you to the point where you are. Who hath laid the measures thereof, and thou knowest? Or who hath stretched the line upon it? Where are the foundations thereof fastened, or who laid the cornerstone thereof? We're talking about the cornerstone thereof. When the morning stars sang together, and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Who shut up the sea with the doors, when it brake forth as it had issued out of the womb? When I made the cloud the garment thereof, and thick darkness and swaddleband for it, and break up for it, made decreed place, and set bars and doors, and said, hitherto, Shalt thou come, but not further, and here shall thy proud ways be stayed? Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days, and caused the day spring to know his place, that it might take hold of the ends of the earth, and the wicked might be shaken out of it? It is turned as clay to the seal, and they stand as a garment. And from the wicked their light is withholden, and the high arm shall be broken. Hast thou entered into the springs of the sea, and hast thou walked in search of its depth? Have the gates of the death been opened unto thee, and hast thou seen the doors and shadow of death? Hast thou perceived the breadth of the earth? Declare if thou knowest it all. So he asked him, do you know any of this? How are you going to question me on what I'm doing with your life? Where is the way where light dwelleth, and as for darkness, where is the place thereof? That thou shouldst take it to the bound thereof, that thou shouldst know the paths to the house thereof. Knowest thou it because thou was then born, or because the number of the days is great? And this goes on and on, all these things that Yahweh has done, man. It goes all the way back, so much stuff that he's responsible that he does, man. If we take our little life, our little menial life that we have, and a few things that we're going through, and think that really means something, it does to Yahweh. But in the scale of things, it's really nothing, man. We're only here for a speck of time. These little trials and tribulations that we may be going through, it's only for a short period of time. Because ultimately, we want that prize. We want to be delivered in the end, and then we can be as gods, be immortals, so that we can be in rulership on this earth with Yahushua. Just jump down a little bit. Who hath divided the waters for the overflowing of waters, or a way for the way of the lighting of thunder, to cause it to rain on earth where no man is, on the wilderness wherein there is no man, to satisfy the desolate and waste ground, and to cause the bud and tender herb to spring forth? Now, we don't control none of that. Now, I know they got this thing maybe called HARP, where they can control some of the rain, but that's only because Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, have allowed them to get that technology, which they're going to use on the left-hand side for wickedness. And as you go on through here, man, just going on all the things that he's done, man, that he does for the earth. So who are we to question Yahweh of the things that's going on in our lives, Of course, we're supposed to pray and ask, to get us out of these situations, He is our deliverer, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, Yahushua died on the cross for our sins. But we are filthy, man, compared to, we're filthy compared to where we need to be, So all these things that's in us, man, it's got to be purged out of us. Because right now we in these bodies, man, and us living in this society, man, in this world, which caters to your flesh, it's easy for you to go off, man. We go off every day, whether we know it or not, mainly through our vanity, seeing things, that we wish we could have, covetousness, all types of sin that we break on a daily basis, man. And if it wasn't for Yahushua, man, we wouldn't have no cloak, man. The Lord would just come down and could really just destroy us right off, first time that we go off, So all this is part of our refining process, man, so that we can be delivered up out of here and get those new bodies, man. So I just want to kind of hit that there, man. Like I say, the book of Job is this testimony that for us to used as a blueprint when we're going through the things that we're going through, man. And I want to kind of ramble on, but I just want to hit that point, and hopefully it can be used for edification. With that, I like to say shalom, on to the next.